Yes. Hello. Right. Okay. No way. That's nice, really. But then, don't say. Don't. I don't have one. That's nice. Well, why not? No, okay, that's it. You should not. No. You see, now you like it when another one will. That's how you won't feel. That's how you won't feel, man. Well, shit. Oh, that's all. I promise, Mr. Chan. I turned around, I said I can't, no. You can, you cannot, you can, you cannot. What? Cannot do that? Now you know everyone else will feel. We sat down, we couldn't. We won't, we wait. Why? It was in the air. No, it was backwards. It was at the side. It was there. Woohoo! Alright. You see what we put up with? They take over ours. And that one took over. What did you do? There are things to read, you know. You can flick it through and you can see the same. There's one, there's another, and that's the end. And then you hear the truth inside. What was it? What was it going? What was it going? What was it? Just pray out there. Go on. What was it? Pray out there. What was it going? Go on. What was it? What was it? Go on. What was it? What was it going? Then you hear the truth inside. Then you know the real what you were. Then you know the real what you are. You are that kind. You are that. What are you? What are you now? And then we have the truth. And then you put it on paper. You say that was the answer. You say, give it why. Why was it? No, give it why. Then you have used another. You used an order. I knew you were on one of those kind of. Oh no. Why would you order the gift rather than say? Why would you not word it with another piece of... You can, but you did not. You would, but you have not. Why? When you speak the truth, when you're honest with you, then everything will go outside. It will make it. Another one will cackle. Another one will, ha ha ha. But if you have been truth with you, then maybe, or maybe you need to why. Maybe you need to have there. Maybe you need to put yourself to another side. Maybe you need to put up. So, why? To no one. I was saying bye to you. You were saying bye to another. You were saying bye. I'll find out. What was it? It was you. No, it wasn't. Oh no, you said you. We have caused it. You would say you to you, but you would not say you to you. Damn. What would you do? What would you answer? What would you? And then you had wine. I told Shay it was when the piece of paper. No, it was the piece of what was it? It was the yeah. When it goes to a wine, it's a bother. When you scrape, how to create that kind of world. You know why? I won't know why. You will know why. You won't know why. Why? Because it goes woo, woo, and then it's pick it up and throw it over there. Pick it up and throw it over there. It was easy. You only try that. It's not my play. There's no. It does not make you feel good. No way. I will be back on the 28th of October 2025. Take care, everyone. I've got to go through what I've said, so it might be not a good one. And you will see the cardio was out for the day. I don't know. Should I continue? Should I keep it quiet? Should I not go out until? Well, obviously, when you use the wire outside, then you use the wire when you go inside. I would need to know. The soul would need to know. Because why? I have no answer. I have no know. You'll be back on the 25. No, you won't. You say, you know the day. It was not the other. It was another. Rewind it back. Take it deep. One of those. You're not gonna break it. You're not gonna. All right, yeah, you want it? Okay, go, go, go. All right, okay. And why? It's a naughty one. So it means you get the red one. You won't get the one. Then that's it. Oh, I got the serious. Why? Well, you can create it purple. You can turn the red and you can put a color to it. It's purple now. The red one was a purple. It's not serious. Then you won't get the red one. You'll get the blue. I'll be back on the 28th of October 2025. Take care. You know that anyway, right? Would you know that? Would you know that I will be back. You will be back. You will be back on the 20th? Alright, okay. So what part of would you know now? Go on. Put it on paper. You're on that side. What were you? Oh yeah. Come on, please. I need to know. So what I need to know. That's what's the top? The eye would need to know, the mouth would need to know, the face. No, we're not going to use a reference of Mr. B.S. Powell. You have. How now? It's not going to be a pickle now, man. It's not going to be another neither. What was it? You need to, go on, what was it? What would you do? I take away your you. I take away your man. I take away your you. Your you's not you. You can't you. You cannot I cannot you. I have it. I have it. There's no. No. So. Yes. No. Why? What? How? Oh. All right. 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 What? Then you are giving the. You're being not nice. All right. You're saying what without saying hi, hello, hey. You are not giving the answer there and then. What's the answer that you would want? I give you an answer. No, we cannot. Why? Because that's not me. That's you. You have done it. We have got the. There's a piece of paper to say that. You know that, right? There's a pic. No, there was not a piece of paper. There was another thing. What have you done? You have now put yourself where you should not. You have taken your over, no, the side, no, whatever. You would, you wouldn't, you would, you wouldn't, I would. I sit down and I, yo, no, you're not. Why? Yo, no, I have to walk around and pretend I can. No, you wouldn't. You can. You did. You didn't. You have. No, because at the side there's another. There's an answer when we get there. You see, where you were, whatever you would do one day, I can just go there and say it was not you. It was my man me. It was my man come. It was my man wherever. You're done. Go. So, what are you? So, what are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? You are what you are not. You are not what you are. You are what you cannot. You are. You're gone. You're gone. Do it. You see, if you would walk around and no, it's because then inside another has taken your piece of self. No, sir. And then when they do that, I am now on a pole. I'm on a, you know, one of those things that you put under the shoe to make yourself go like a pipe, like, you know, one of those long roads. I stand tall. No, you won't. Why? They have put your name there. How? It's not you. It was another. At the side. Where? They weren't had to. When would they? Because the thought goes crazy. It goes mad. It goes beyond. And obviously, when you've got that kind of name, go. And that's how we're doing it. One will take over. They have said that it was you then. It was you. It was you. It wasn't. It wasn't. Why? Because they got into the inside. But then we would have to say that the wires were not the wires. They will not see you. They will not zoom. They will not see you. And in that, it was to do with pro. It was to do, what's she got to do with the bones? What's she got to do with the bones? Because obviously that kind of work would be that's serious. And then we have to understand the serious, because it would not only be bones, it would be the body, it would be everything to go with. So if the wires could have been taken there, then the wires could be taken anywhere. So those wires would be the contain of what we are, or what we were, or what we know. What would you know? What would you? It's a bit, you know. Well, you have to be one of those that can use those kind of words. You have to say something that will be a bit of a, would that be a bit of a shock? Will that be a bit of a hurt? Will that be a bit of a, ooh. You talk about body bones, man. It sounds like something serious. It sounds like something's been thrown. And then you say, what parts? Yes. No! That sounds. What's the horror? You have not scared. You have not put in anything to say. I predict a shout now. No, I'm predicting now. I'm going to have to find out what words one will not use. I'm going to have to find out what words one can. I'm going to have to find out what you cannot use. You will not have your one. I was in, you were inside. You got to the 9. You put down another right. You put down another right. You placed another right. They were in the wires. When they got through the wires, even the wife turned around and said, what have you done? What have you, where are you gonna go? When you have gone into the wire, you are not now you are another. You are, we would have to say that's the truth. You know the forensic world. It's the bones, the muscle, and everything that goes over. And we are not to do the shortcut. It's a reality. It's part of the world where we will tell you everything's done. Then, so how would I have been yourself? Was one went into the zone and said, you will know what I will. And then I have to calculate. Then I have to put the piece of paper down. I have to work out how, when, where, why. And you see, and then I have to take myself out of where I would put myself. It's the hand, no. I have put down myself alongside of yourself. And that's not good. That's not what it was. That was not you. What was it? We have to say that they were in the wire. We have to say that they were there. Even with the thought of the muscle on the bone or anything to do with where parts or anything to go here. No. You see, the war is a serious answer. The answer is then serious because it's to do with something that will bring about a shock, but nothing to do with you. How are you going to do horror? But then a horror means something other. A horror means reality. I would just say once already. And yes, I might put on the tape for the 31st of October. But then you have been in one. No, you have become one of those ones that will say 5th of November, yeah. Whoa. But that's not bringing the positive side back, sir. That's bringing the other side. Yeah, bringing shock wherever you say. I was talking about Halloween, November. But anyway, that's not the answer. So you would put the tape on, yes or no? No, because from the other side, then you have become one of those. You put the tape on the 31st of October. You put on a mask. Not the mask. The mask's not good. You gotta put on something other. No. Why? Because then you are part of the events here. You are part of the world. They're events. There's something other. You know what an event was. You know what I would say. You would not say the word that begins with the R. What other thing could one say? We pick up the diary and we calculate. We calculate what we can do. So you're going to put on the teeth on the 31st. You sure you've coded it. It was to do with the bones and the parts and the muscles that now. Because the wires were then inside. But you see, when one did, when one has, when one got there, how, and why, where, when, you have to say go. You have to say bye-bye. You have to say, take care. And go where you need them. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Go. It's time to go. It's time to say, I was not here. I was, hey, wait. No, you were not. No, you were not. You bring about the shock. Well, obviously, if it's something to do with the number 2, it's something to do with the number 2. I will have to review what I've said. I would not know. You would not say. You would not. Why? You need one. You need to have one at the side with the case ready to say what you have said has now been said. Not right. Wrong. They were in the wires. It was to do with the pounds. It wasn't to do with the cars. It was to do with the hires. It was to do with the shows. It was to do with the what? What's that got to do with it? You went too hard in. You need to bring yourself back. Why? Because you won. Good night. Oh, gosh. Would I get a kick out of it? No. So what should we do then? Well, there's no kick out of the win there. So you need a kick of no win. You need to be a woo. No, you need to. You need to put yourself on the ground. You need to not win. You need to say I will fall. You're used to it. You fall once, you fall. You're gonna fall. You're under. And then, what's the word that one will use? What are the words that one will not use? Why would you bring a shock? Why would you say body parts and bones? Because it sounds like horror. We are now the 31st. But would you? Are you going to stick with the teeth? No, the mask means I might do something. So I have to be. Well, why would you not answer the question? The question was straight. Would you put the teeth on or not then? Just stick with the teeth. No. Stick with the teeth. Don't put on the mask. Why? Why not? You're going to put one on or not? A mask and teeth. And then I have to do it with the mask and teeth on for the 31st lad. What would one know about the events? You see, if when we look into the words that we would use, we would see not only an event, we would see another side to the word. What would you hear with the one that would mock the words? Mock the talks, mock anything that would be serious. Mock anything there that's not the words. Something to bring our own, bring another side to the talk, another side to the words. We know the other side, we know the other words, but they will play something like a ping pong and say that it was not you. It was everyone. It wasn't. It was you. Why? I told you. It was always gonna why. It was always gonna I. It was always gonna buy. It was always gonna go. It was not. It was not. They are not gonna be back. You were. You are gonna be back. Yeah. How would you know? You see, when something bad takes place, when something bad was done, the way to hide it was call those guys and play something to make it a bit of another show. So on the inside, one would not know the hi to another buy or another goal. A buy. We know the other word of the buy. The buy means something else in the other talk. We know all that. Put it down. What was it? Come on. You're not bringing in no shock factor for the 31st man. You're going to put in the teeth. You have not put on the mask. Where would you go when you got the mask on? You've got one inside the drawer. What are you going to do with it? You're going to have to dispose of it. You're going to have to burn it. You have to make sure you won't use it. But it's going to cost you. But then what would you do with it? What's your purpose? What's your plan? What's your thought? Where is it gonna go? You gotta say you will be back. 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 You gotta say. It's hard to learn that talk. You gotta say you will be back. You gotta say you will be back. You gotta say you will be back. I will be back on the 26th of October. That's not the 26th. You got the date wrong again. What? How can the words go? How can the day go minus and then the other. It was the 28. Now, how did you get 26? Now, how did you get the 25? Did you circle? Did you put on? You put out a piece of paper, man. It says the memory goes. It was our way. It was our way for the thought, not so. Hey, I will not be back on the 28th of October 2025. Why? What are you going to do? You're going to have to buy two. Oh yeah, one for right. I thought there was only one anyway. They got the little. You're not gonna hide. You're not gonna put a mask. You will. You will. Maybe you've already got one. Maybe it was on the outside. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was to hide. The hairs were. It was to do with the hairs. Why? We can hide the work of the individual by taking away the hairs. So you are the one with the, you have got the, you are one. No. You're not known. No one knows you. No one will know you. What are you? Where are you? What are you? Where are you? What are you? Where are you? Who are you? Who are you? You have put yourself backwards. You have brought yourself inside. Something went into the wires and they took over, but it was not you. You knew that. So you have to walk like the rod. You have to walk like you're told. You have to walk and say that I was what you were not. I was what you are. And then you have got no words. You got nothing to say. There are no words. Everything will go out then. You have to, all right. Why? Because they have tamed it from the inside. So what you were was not what you are. We take away it because they found another part. They found another car. It's a car, it's not. It's something to do with where you walk. The machine will say inside that the nose would not go. Why would you bring that shock? Because it's the 31st. We need to talk about horror. We need to talk about the parts like the muscle and the bone. You jump to the point. Got you. Why? Well, originally you're a bit, have a put in a bit of a shock there. Beyond. No, why? No, why? What's the worst shock? You're going to have to put on the masks with one of those bits. I'm gonna get done. That is controversial. That was controversial. Why? Then you need to do the ha ha ha, and you need to do the to go with it, obviously. And then it needs to be put down to say that you couldn't. You would, no, you could not. You have not. You will. Just put truth in. Why? If you look in the diary, there are events. When you know the words used and you look at the other side, what will that tell you? They have played now the, what was the, there, not there. Here's here, there's there. So what would you tell you right there and then? They have fallen for a twat. No. Did you say twat there? Did you use the right word? Are you sure? No. Because they have mocked an event. And then it's an event. Then what you're going to say, what you're going to do. Disaster. So then what would you tell yourself? How can that few have done that from where they were gone? You see all that rolling the ball. It gave you the conclusive, the answer. You would not cause it, but then look what you have done. Because you have used the once or face, the bad guy, the Batman, the Batman. The one that will always use another word with another. The one that will ask you, and then you have now got the kit. You have put on the cloth. So you have to ask again and again what you have done. You roll the ball, and there you are. And then you put on the it's just within your side. It's not within ours. We know those. We know why. We know why. It's gone. You're gone. That's why. You're going to be back on the 28th of October 2025. You're going to be back on the 28th of October 2005. Why? 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 You see, then, it was not words. It was not even sticks and stones. It was worse. It was to do with, okay, I'll be back on the 28th of October 2025. I'll be back on the 28th of October 2025. I won't be back on the 28th of October 2005. It'll be then for you to answer. It'll be for you to answer why I will not be back on the 28th of October 2025. Do you have the answer? Have you got the answer? What's the answer? Why will one not be back on the 28th of October 2025? Please. Why? 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 Well, I want to know. I would want to know. Would you want to know? Would you want to know? No. We have not seen enough of those. Obviously, one's a bit older now than one was, so maybe this one's. But can you? They are trying to take it away. We have that. They grow over. They have got what we call the month, the year, and they're trying to do what the other guy won't. They can, they won't, they will, they have. They did, they would not. They didn't, they did. You see, when you go against the rules of the months and the years, and you try to do something that another one would also, then you are going against what we are here with. Here for. What's the purpose? What's the reason? What's the answer? You will be back. I won't. Why? Because then you will be called. I knew that. You knew that. Did you know that you were going to do something wrong there? Did you know that you were going to move back to the side or forward or to the right? You did. No, you did not. Why? Because the foot was on a walk. I had the... What would you know? What would you know? What would you know? It's gone. There's no words. It's going everywhere. It's going one side. It's going to another. I cannot answer the question. I cannot give you the... Use that. Use that to the best you can. You are good, but not good with one. You're good, but not good with another. You're good, but not good with another one. You're good with not one then. You're good with everyone, but not good with one then. You won't like, I won't like. We will go everywhere. We will have to say goodbye. That's it now. End. Put it down, put it back, put it to the side. I'll be back on the 20th of October 2025. Take care, everyone.